You've been rebuilding yourself from the ground up, and it seems like you've been doing it regardless of the opinions that the people around you might have. It definitely seems like you are kind of coming into this part of your life where you're, first of all, you're doing something brand new. I can see you kind of teaching yourself something new, and it may be something that is not super common with people of your age group, whatever your age group may be, because there's this kind of air of like, being a little bit worried if you're too old for something, but making the decision to go ahead and do it anyway. And it does seem like part of this is kind of making the decision to change who you are as a person. It kind of seems like you are kind of coming into this place of like really quick development within yourself that's kind of unexpected. It kind of seems like it came out of nowhere for you. And it seems like it's kind of shaken you up a lot. And it seems like it's also kind of shaken up a lot of the dynamics and the people around you. I do kind of see you in an energy right now where you are kind of feeling like you're having to sit in like waves of chaos from other people. You are being represented here in this King of Cups reversed in a traditional Rider-Waite deck. The king sits in like a tumultuous sea in a throne that's like unshaken by these waves that are coming at him. But of course, with yours being reversed, I feel like you're really not that you're not like holding tight to your throne or anything. It just kind of feels like you're really feeling those waves. Like feels like it's really like kind of surprising you that they're coming in at you to begin with. There is this energy of it coming from like your inner circle or like your close community. Like the energy of friendship is here, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that. It just kind of feels like there's a group of people specifically that's kind of they're not necessarily like, it seems like you've already started to change and they're not really having the best reactions to that. And it kind of seems like this is on the basis that the version of you that they get is a little bit more like there are more boundaries in place than there used to be. It seems like you've kind of retracted some energy from some people, and it kind of seems like while it's not a rejection of them, it's more of a reflection of what you're able to give to the people around you right now. They're taking it as rejection, and it kind of seems like there's this energy of like feeling like you're getting a little bit of an ego on you. Like it feels like people are like assuming that you think that they're better than them because you've made these changes or because you've put a little bit of distance between you and them. And of course, I'm not really seeing that for myself. It does seem like you have kind of refined the standards that you hold the people around you to in regards to how much you need from them. So I feel like that has kind of, now that you need less from them or less energy from your community in general, not that you like are siphoning from other people or anything, but it seems like you just don't need comfort from other people the same way that you used to. So you just aren't reaching out in that way. It does seem like you are kind of trying to escape a dynamic of feeling a little bit smothered by the people around you. It seems like maybe the community of people I'm talking about really prizes the quality of like not changing over time. Maybe they view that as like loyalty, and in some cases it is, but sometimes it's stagnancy, and I feel like that's what you're trying to avoid. It seems like you are kind of needing a lot of space right now to handle some things that you've got on your plate. It kind of seems like you're trying to move yourself in a specific direction, and you've had to come up with whole new all new strategies about how you handle your day-to-day in reflection of that, like trying to build that for yourself. It does really specifically feel like this energy of somebody who's trying to like you're trying to become the best version of yourself, but I don't feel like you know exactly what that looks like yet. So you're kind of moving into this space where you're going to just kind of go out and experiment with yourself and be different versions of yourself until you find the one that you like the best. And I feel like that's the best way to do that, but I feel like it's just not getting the most positive reaction from the people around you right now. But the great thing about that is that it's not their choice and it's not their personhood to be responsible for, so they don't really have to worry about it. They are, but that's not a reflection of you either. You have the Lilith card here, the first woman. I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I would like to live. And if you've never heard of Lilith, she was, I hope I don't give misinformation about her story, but from what I understand, she was the first woman ever created, before Eve, and she would not submit to Adam, so she was removed from the Garden of Eden in the original stories that she exists in. And I feel like that's kind of where you're at right now, where it's you are not willing to submit to another person. You are not willing to change who you are for the comfort of another human being. And for the record, you're very well aware that they would not do the same for you. The expectation that you should do it is always a double standard from whoever it's being presented from, because nobody wants that for themselves. And you also have Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. And I feel like there's it's really important to understand that stepping into the version of yourself that you want to be, or that you are, or if I want to return back to who you want to be, because I feel like there's this idea that when you're experimenting with yourself, you're not being authentic, but that's not the case at all. And who you want to be is just as valid and important in your identity as who you are, because who you want to be is going to influence that so intensely. And don't let somebody who's never taken the journey that you're trying to take tell you what is wrong about what you're doing, because they genuinely don't understand. If they've never been through it, they don't understand. And if they're not understanding, then they're also not in a place to change themselves. And that is kind of a red flag to look for in other people, because the ability to be presented with new information and change your mind and grow is an incredibly important one to have as a human being. And not having that quality will result in becoming stuck and being in stagnant energy. Life is all change. It seems like you personally have done a lot of work on that specific mindset as well. It seems like you've really come into a place of not clinging on to everything as it passes through to teach you things. It seems like you are very willing to let things go as the time presents itself, because you're very well aware that as things go, they bring in new. And I feel like you're really on this energy of embracing letting life flow without influencing its direction too much, because you're just kind of interested to see how it can go. And it kind of seems like you're in this energy now where you're kind of really paying attention to how things are happening around you, and putting together new patterns in how the universe works around you, so that you can control the life around you a little bit better. It's very much this energy of a spiritual exploration, spiritual journey. And there is a message here that if putting these boundaries in with the people around you doesn't, it goes south and they don't respond to it well, and it ends up in you separating with these people, there's this important message to know that yes, you will be a little bit sad to see them go, but the weight of not carrying their burdens and not having them take swings at you when they're feeling insecure is going to kind of lighten the load on you in a way to where it won't really matter so much. And it's also going to put you in this frame of mind where you're not really comparing yourself to others the same way. Maybe these people kind of keep tally and tab of everything that you do and hold it against you, or talk about other people with it, but you're going to be moving out of that really soon. And it kind of seems like it's going to push you into this place of when relationships like this present themselves to you again, you won't even be interested, because it seems like you have made it to the end of this lesson cycle with these people. But thank you for letting me read your cards as always.